Blackbushe Airport's fire crew are already at work. Responsible for far more than emergency response alone, the team plays a key role in the daily operation and safety of the airfield.
My name's Jude Weir. I am a firefighter at Blackbushe Airport and I've been here for 4 months so far. Usual day, starting off, we get all our kit out of the kit room, put it onto the trucks and make sure that the trucks are working. We will then do a set inspection of our BAs.
In aviation firefighting, reliability is critical. Equipment has to work instantly under pressure.
We will also then do an aerodrome inspection where we will drive around and making sure that there is no FOD on the runways.
Blackbushe information, fire 3.
Fire 3, Blackbushe information, pass message.
Fire 3 is approaching Alpha 1, requesting to enter 25 for inspection.
Fire 3 via runway 25, enter for runway inspection, report runway vacated.
Roger, entering 25 for inspection and we'll report vacated. So yeah, as we come out, obviously we're looking first and foremost for runway conditions. So we've had a bit of rain last night, so we're going to be calling this most likely at 5. And then whilst we're out, also be looking for wildlife. Should the need, I'll jump out and use the bird scarer. Also, if we've had other movements during the day, we're just going to be looking for anything that may have dropped off the aircraft. Sometimes we do get bits and bobs that have dropped off.
Supporting day-to-day airfield operations is a major part of the job. The crew are also responsible for refueling aircraft across the airfield, a task that requires precision, concentration, and strict safety procedures while working around aviation fuel and active aircraft movements.
Yeah. So, one of our other duties is filling up the aircraft with UL94. So all we do is put the date down and then take the reg of the aircraft. Then once that's done, the bonding cable's already been put on for us. And then turn on the pump, let the pump set up. And then away we go. So yeah, all I'm doing now is filling it up and then waiting for the pilots to give us a nod when they've hit 20 litres for this side of the wing.
Hi, my name's Rob Paul, I'm the SAFO at Blackbushe. I'm going to show you around Fire 2. So Fire 2 is predominantly used by the senior JO. So inside, obviously JO keeps his kit on the passenger side. So that's the control panel which will operate obviously the monitor from inside the cab. We can also set up the rear pump as well. So should the need be there, we can get the pump to work without even having to get out of the cab. So in this locker here, we've got obviously BA set for the instant commander. Shouldn't be a real need to use it, however it's there should he require. IEC kit, so in there we've got oxygen therapy, defib, trauma care and airway management equipment. Small tools, instant bag. Okay, so in there we've got various tabards for ourselves, airport management, stuff like that, dust masks, thermal engine camera, short ladder. In here, not a lot to talk about really, just the bolt croppers and an extra length of 45mm hose. So in here we've got our firefighting pump, 2250 litres per minute, high pressure side as well, so we can obviously operate the high pressure hose reel should it be needed. Obviously main line of attack is going to be a Flake 45. We tend to just use the monitor off this vehicle, but should we need to go internally, we will take the hose reel as well. Again, just some extra little bits of firefighter equipment. We don't really need to use or pump from open water here. Should we need to though, obviously we've got suction wrenches, crash axe, and then various firefighting tools in there, so hydrant kit, just a few adapters. And then in this locker we've got our scene lighting, GP lines, environmental spill kit, and tucked away under here is our Stabfast stability equipment. We've got a few extra dry powder fire extinguishers in there as well as the main Monex unit, which obviously comes out of here. So at the back here we've also got beaters, Jafco beaters, which we will use on the commons. So we are quite unique here. We've got around about 150 plus acres of common land we have to cover as well as part of the airport ground, so we will go out there and be a first attack until the county arrive. Okay, so as we talked about previously, we've got the monitor on the roof. Okay, that operates at 10 bar. It will dump the tank in about a minute. Okay, so this is our Fire 1, it's Gloucester Cyro rapid intervention vehicle. Carries anything up to a crew of 4. More often than not, it's just a crew of 3. Carries 4,500 litres of water, 400 litres of foam, and we'll take you around. So both sides of this truck, the deliveries are set. So this tends to be our foam laying side. So if we need to lay a foam blanket, the guys are going to come around here. Obviously got our blabbermouth branch, spare hose lengths. The valves, you've got 2 options. It's either air operated from the roof, or we can manually operate it, obviously with the rev set inside. So in this lock here, just small tools really. We've got a general purpose toolbox, various Makita tools including the reciprocating saw, toolbox, GP line. Obviously, should the worst happen, we do have body bags in here, as well as strops. We can sometimes get involved in aircraft recovery, although there are specialist companies that do that for us. There are times when we'll be the ones to get it off, especially if we need to get the runway open again. Just some drinking water in the top here, just in case we are out again on the heath or it's a hot sunny day. So in this lock here we've got standpipe, short length, just bits obviously for replenishing the water, some more small tools, and we've got our CO2 this side as well, so with a hand operated lance. Mainly we use that for helicopter fires, so higher up engines, stuff like that, if we just need to give it a quick blast. And then there's a few Jafco bits and spine board as well. So in here, again with the heath in mind, we've got some knapsack sprays, some backpacks, a little bit more complementary media, so we've got 2 dry powders, 2 CO2s. Again, we'll use those initially for a quick knockdown on a fuel fire, or if we get a small engine fire on one of the little ones, we'll use the CO2. Just causes a little bit less damage to the engine. And then this is our main firefighter locker, so whoever's in seat number 4 will jump out, grab the branch from this side, and then we'll begin firefighting. So obviously coming inside, we've got seating for 4 firefighters. A little bit tight back there, as you can see. We tend to ride with 3 more often, but on certain days we do go up to 5. So as we said before, this is the main firefighting vehicle, majority of the crew are on it. Second OIC will sit in this seat, they will take the radio message when the call comes in, and obviously brief the crew en route. We've got BA sets for 3 wearers in here, self-contained breathing apparatus. Obviously it's a little bit of a novelty. I'll say novelty, it's a little bit rare at our level, but obviously with fire contaminants and stuff, it's absolutely essential for us, and it allows us to go that little bit further in, so we can gain entry obviously to an aircraft. So with the BA, obviously we need some level of control, so we currently run on rapid entry control. So it's just for the initial control of 2 wearers, obviously quite a basic board. BA tallies will go in, clock starts. We don't have anyone designated in the role of monitoring that. However, we are in the process of upskilling to stage 1 BA. So in the future we will have a designated BA entry control officer. So the driver will come up onto the roof. He's got full control over the pump. Obviously can engage PTO as well, but we normally set the PTO up downstairs, come upstairs and just operate the valves as it is. Obviously he's got control over the monitor should the OIC decide we're going to use it. At this level we tend to not use the monitor too much, simply because it does use a lot of water and we tend to not need that much capability for the aircraft we've got. However, it is there should we need it. So obviously controls operating, so if we do have a real incident we're going to hit the ready button. That will activate all sides of it, so it's PTO, water, foam. Obviously when we're training we don't want to use foam. We've got operation of both side lockers from up here, so we obviously operate from either left or right, whichever one we're going for. Monitor valve, obviously that is to turn the monitor on, and we can also affect the flow as well by reducing it if we want to save water.
Modern firefighting also places increasing focus on firefighter health and safety. Decontamination procedures help reduce long-term exposure to harmful contaminants carried on protective equipment after incidents.
It's one of them things that could happen.
Come over the radio to say that there was an aircraft accident on the fire training ground. There was no recording.
From runway inspections and operational support to emergency response and training, Blackbushe Airport's fire crew play a vital role in keeping the airfield running safely every day.